EA Sports. It's in the game.
Coverage. As we catch up with today's featured golfer, Frank, what's the key to generating some momentum?
Just hitting good shots. I know it sort of sounds like the old cliche, but plenty of opportunities. A few 10, 15-foot putts start going down. This round will change dramatically.
On the green, short, but plenty of real estate between the ball and the hole. This is a pretty long putt here. You'd be happy to get this to within 2 or 3 feet. You really want to take the stress out of that next putt.
Oh,
Well, that ball nestled down just a bit in that heavy rough. And setting up here in the rough. And it is in.
Amazing.
nice.
Amazing.
We're at the 7th now, 346 yards with plenty of water on that right side. How do you handle this one, Frank?
You've got to pick a target there. A lot of people think when they're laying up off the tee, and that's exactly what this hole is. You just blaze away at something down the left side. But if you're going to pick a tree, don't just pick the tree. Pick a branch or a leaf. Be more specific.
Uh-oh, looks like it's in the sand.
They'll pay a little bit of a price for missing the fairway here because from that rough, you cannot control the spin on the golf ball. Playing this par 4, still not on the green after that second shot.
But still not done. A good third shot. Maybe get away here with par.
NASA, we have a
come on.
splashdown. Not what you wanted to hear, but this is the 5th shot after the ball went into the water. Frank, this is one you don't practice, but sometimes you have to do it. time for the drop.
Yeah, it should be the easiest shot in golf. You've just paid for it.
Frank, this ball's in the rough. You like to hinge just a little bit quicker on the takeaway when the ball is down like this?
No, when it's down, you've just got to make sure that you wind up almost like you're hitting a tee shot. This is not one to be dallied with. You've got to hit it powerfully, and you really have to focus on that club getting through the grass, past the ball, and out the other side.
Perfect. And in the hole. What a shot.
Double bogey, though. It sucks.
Frank, if you want to play this game at the highest level, and no doubt our players do, you have to sort of be tactical. When you break down shots or break down a hole, how would you break down this hole in a very smart way?
Yeah, I know what you're getting at there. A lot of people would think 350 yards, you could bash a driver down there, you'd finish up in trouble. Well, the way to be aggressive on a strategic hole is to just put the first one in play in a position where you can attack with the second. And there's no shame in that. You can still walk off here more days than often than not with a 3. Rich, it's not all gone. This is where you can pick yourself off the canvas. Start to string together 1 or 2 good shots in a row.
Wipe away all the negative thoughts from the bad start and just try to focus on what's in front of you. Just a bit offline
Darn it.
and into the bunker. Great professionals, Frank, they don't fear the greenside bunker shot, do they?
No, because you can be as aggressive or as conservative as you want. You actually have far more options. And you don't have to hit the ball first.
That's a disappointment right there, Frank.
Yeah,
She's like,
green
shoot.
light special, really. Come up considerably short. Oh, that was solid, Rich.
We've had the hole.
This one's safely on.
Sitting right now at 2 over par for the round. Well, not in contention, but in for par. Frank, the par 4 ninth at 452 yards is all you want.
Yeah, you could make 5 here every day just by poking it down the left side, but who wants to do that? Force your hand, try and go down the right side. You might make the odd 3, make a few more 4s, but miss it on the right, and that's where you start to make a big number.
That one is in the fairway, down there about 290 yards. Player really needs to be dialed in here. This approach shot is not easy by any stretch here at the 9th. Moving a little left of the flagstick, Frank. Safely aboard. And it's a long way to the hole from here. Never easy.
24 feet. Oh, shit.
That's just downright embarrassing. On the putting surface and now off on the fringe. Wow.
Better off the putting surface.
So just a formality here.
Oh, thought I got it in.
So with that, 3 over par now for the round. Rich Lerner alongside Frank Nobilo for EA Sports. And we are back at PGA West, getting set to continue the action on the back 9. Beautiful hole here. Rock border that lines the water here at number 10. It's 416 yards.
Water.
Looks to be a good setup going into the green here at the 10th. Frank, is this a definite green light, the approach at the par 4 10th?
Well, there's enough opportunities at PGA West for the long hitters. This is an opportunity for the really good iron players. This is where they have a chance to shine, because a good iron player will give himself a birdie putt here. A poor iron player here, all of a sudden they'll find trouble.
Birdie try up next. "21-foot putt set to go."
Oh, long one.
Now comfortably inside that cut line, the former national champ makes birdie. Well, we've arrived at our third par 5 of the day here at PGA West. It is the 11th. It is nicknamed, appropriately, Eternity. 617 yards.
The new yellow ball. It's easier to see.
Good lie in the fairway. A good chance to make something happen here. Frank, long gone are the days when you putted with a simple blade. Now you look down and there's a frying pan on the end of a shaft.
Yeah, it looks like grandma's skillet these days. That's what it is. But, you know, putters are like drivers. What they've done with the technology is given you a bigger sweet spot. Even though putting is very, very precise, if you give a person a bigger sweet spot, he's going to make more putts.
159, 150. Right of target.
Tug that one a little bit offline to the left. And he'll pay a bit of a price because that rough is fairly thick. Frank, better than we thought it was going to be.
Yeah, that looked like it was
Balls
headed for
are
that
him.
thick stuff the whole way. But a little fortunate. But then I guess you're allowed that in this game.
Or a wedge.
Been this way all day. Airtight, no mistakes, solid shot.
And yet another green in regulation.
You don't want to let this one get away. This is about concentration and focus at this point.
Ooh, just about missed.
Rolls in the par putt, stays at +2. Don't forget, second round coverage coming your way tomorrow here on EA Sports. For our entire crew, I'm Rich Lerner saying so long for now.
Guess that was worth 2.5 O's. '78th place. Hey, it sounded like sponsor Eagle.
Fires a good swing, 200 yards to the hole location. Frank, this TPC Stadium course in La Quinta, California has quite a history, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Every style of golf, age group, and whether it's someone trying.
So, dropped the shot after ending up in the water on that recent miscue. So hit the previous shot in the water, took a drop. This now the third shot. Oh, look out. This could be wet, Frank.
It's heading towards the hazard.
Wouldn't call it a great approach shot, but it still ends up in the fringe.
A little bit of magic from here. The hole's not over.
Cross-eyed. Oh, I thought that was right on.
Solid play, heart of the green. Really not much to this. The only issue would be a lack of concentration or focus.
That's me, all right. Lack of concentration and focus.
It
right
happens.
by it.
You have a tough hole. Time to pick up and move on after the triple bogey.
Oh, it doesn't even tap it in even.
Frank, what's the best way to make three here at this 389-yard par 414?
I'm not sure, really. I know there's two definitive options. Hitting it down the left or carrying over the bunker. And I think that's another example of Pete Dye. There's one of those holes you never really know if you've made the right play until you finish the hole.
That one is just a little offline, and that will not end up in the fairway. This requires a lot of speed through the ball.
Now it's going to be in the dirt.
That looked like a miss hit, Frank.
The lie was okay. It's a little surprising. Maybe wrong club.
Frank, this is where the mental game really comes into play. You've hit a second consecutive shot into the rough.
This could compound very, very quickly. So now's a chance to just take a little breath, take a breather, and try to make sure this shot certainly gets out.
Not a good game today.
These putts keep
So
the round
can't
together.
believe it. 13 feet. Oh, I see about that one.
Not her best effort, walks away with a bogey. Now at the 15th, par 4, 468 yards. It is nicknamed Turning Home as we are making our way towards the close of this round. Always makes the hole easier, playing it from the fairway. Now the approach here at 15.
The crowd seemed happy.
That's an absolute beauty.
Third shot, looking for a good one.
Oh,
Very nicely done, right on the dance floor. This one
Doesn't look
just
very happy.
requires a little bit of focus.
oh, got it.
Oh, another one goes in.
It's probably an accident.
Here we go now, the final par 5 of the day, Frank.
Yeah, decision on how much you bite off here. If you play the ball to the right, then it's going to play its full 600 yards. But if you can take it in a direct line at that green, you're going to chew off a little bit of yardage. But you have to be able to carry that bunker.
And through the years, a lot of excitement here at this par 5 16.
The crowd's very happy about that one.
Now the second shot to the par 5.
Uh-oh, it's gonna
Headed
be
for the
in
bunker?
sand.
In the bunker, still with a chance for an up and down.
I don't know what that is, but
Frank, this is
Probably
the
good,
third
right?
shot from the fairway bunker.
Yeah, good lie. And once again, just making sure you have enough loft to carry the lip in front of you. And really then focus about the target in front.
in another dirt.
That is always so disappointing from that kind of a spot when you come up short.
Yeah, you're licking your chops over that one. A shot you think you could hit directly at the flag. Now, test for the short game.
The rolls back. Stop! Stop!
With that ball nestled down just a bit in that heavy rough.
She's like, shucks.
Just trying to make clean contact from the rough. Well, not quite enough on that
It's
one,
gonna
Frank.
take 10 shots.
Coming out of the rough, not surprising. Considerably short.
Frank, you always talk about it not compounding the error, but here again, another shot from the rough.
Yeah, if you try again.
Ooh, nailed him.
Either misjudged the win or simply just pulled the wrong club, Frank.
Gonna take some skill now.
Wonder if I have to shoot around the people. That's better than being on the bottom of that damn hill. Just gonna break her club. Twin! Oh,
Well, once you hit double the par, it's time to just pick up and move on.
well, I got burnt edge, whatever that is. It's a really bad round.
Well, there it is. They call it Alcatraz. Just sitting out there on the water, 168 yards away, Frank.
Well, speaking of water, that water looks so peaceful, doesn't it? It'd be a shame to spoil it with a splash.
This one doesn't look good.
There's water over there.
That ball is lost in the water.
Darn it!
Now on to his third shot after the last one went into the
It's
water.
not a him, dude. It's a girl character. What? It's way back here.
Well, get down. Look out.
It's over. The green.
Only thing that one was missing was the postage stamp, Frank.
Oh, look at that. Air-mailed that green. I mean, what a bad decision.
What? Oh, freaking island.
Settles in over the putt.
Holy cow, I finished a hole.
Frank, you know full well, this can be a humbling game.
And an embarrassing game.
Yeah, shut up, Frank.
Well, here we are at 18. It's a par 4, only 439 yards, but again, we've said it all day long, water to deal with.
It's a great driving hole
Yeah.
here, Rich. You don't necessarily have to hit driver. There's three groups of bunkers that are really in play off the tee shot. It's the one in the middle. That's around 290 yards. That's the one you really have to focus on. For stronger players, there's nothing wrong with hitting 3 wood off the tee there. You're still only going to have a shot of 150, 160 yards. Whichever way you look at it, it's something that you think you can find the fairway with.
So must be good.
Frank, this approach shot seems pretty straightforward. Just don't hit it left.
Yeah, it's a tough second shot. It's that visual. Once again, you've got that green that's angled to the left. But once again, like a few holes out here, you do not have to hit directly at this flag. You're allowed to move.
Thank goodness, Frank, back on dry land here.
As long as this one avoids it.
After hitting it in the drink, this is the 4th shot.
Yeah, it's hard to imagine. The scorecard is quickly adding up.
And here it is, the final approach shot of the day.
Over here. Bounce in.
Unfortunately, that ball is wet. This is the 6th shot after that previous shot went into the water. "80 yards to the cup here. Little wind behind.
Hazard?
Maybe wet.
Well, that's a little absurd, that, Rich. That shot wasn't that hard, but it's come up well short.
Didn't appear committed through impact. Oh, what an incredible shot.
Good thing I hit that rock today, right?
Well, Frank, hopefully the player has arrived here at
That thing
18
in
in
the
a pretty
top
good
left
frame
is
of
in the
mind.
sky.
If not, you have to be thinking, oh,
That's
here
a
we
blip.
go again. Water left. I mean, you could shoot 100 out here on this golf course if you don't have your best stuff.
Yeah, this is another example of, you're right, if you've got the bad mojo going, this is not the hole you want to be playing. Water left, bunkers right. Somewhere in between, though, this fairway.
I only got to make up plus 15. No, I guess I can't. EA Sports caught up the rookie spotlight. I don't know if I really belong on this tour, but what? Just play on the men's tour? Hey, BioWare. Edmonton? No.
EA Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, proudly presents the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today, it's live opening round coverage of the BioWare Classic. Well, here we are at the Wetlands Golf and Country Club. We're located along the St. Johns River in the Sunshine State, Florida. Rich Lerner alongside Frank Nobilo for EA Sports. Frank, what stands out when you look at the wetlands?
The swampland, the gators, really it's a good driving golf course, Rich. Not a lot of fairway bunkers in play here at Wetlands, but if you drive the ball well here, you really can get a good score out here at Wetlands. They play the web.com here every now and again, so we've seen some good scores over the years, but always fun to be playing in Florida. Sun on your back, warm golf conditions.
Action continues at the 7th. Has not been a stellar performance to this point, but Frank, not too bad.
When you consider 4-round events, Rich, you're going to have a period where there's a little lull. As long as you can minimize the damage over the course of 4 days, it turns out all right.
Character's wearing gray today. Must do better.
Ah, nice.
Looks good. Just a good solid tee shot right there, about 280 yards. Second from an excellent lie.
You can hear the bugs, that's kind of cool. Left of target.
Frank couldn't ask for anything more.
Just the lie there, too. It is sitting up like it's teed up. Rich, it's not all gone. This is where you can pick yourself off the canvas. Start to string together 1 or 2 good shots in a row.
Wipe away all the negative thoughts from the bad start and just try to focus on what's in front of you. Well, this one should be safely on deck here. Terrific golf shot. And now that for an easy birdie.
I don't know what that
to this.
announcer.
The only issue would be a lack of concentration or focus. Birdie
He's
sends her
clapping for
to
himself.
1 under on the leaderboard. Eighth hole here at the Wetlands, par 3, 203 yards. You like this hole, Frank?
I do, actually, but you have to have a little look at your yardage book because that front bunker will make this hole look a little shorter to the eye than actually what it plays. Green gets a little narrow as it gets deeper, but flat and, well, I wouldn't say easy. 3 here, not too bad.
Ooh, hit the tree.
And it is not looking like a good lie. Frank out of the rough, best to swing a little bit easier or get after it with all you have.
Well, a little bit in between. Obviously, it's going to require a little bit of strength to make sure that club keeps going through, but it's still the planning of the shot. Once again, check short. Is there anything I have to carry? And even remember, there's always the option of just simply pitching the ball down the fairway and taking your medicine.
These putts keep the round together.
There. At the par.
Been a little too much of that, Frank. Just sort of ho-hum pars.
Could have been
The ninth hole, Frank, is a muscular par 5, 621 yards.
You see why length is a huge advantage of this golf course, just under 7,700 yards. This hole here, another example, good tee shot, perhaps think of going for the par 5 and 2, but a great collection of 3 bunkers that sort of annoy you with your layup there. Got to make sure you avoid all of those to leave yourself a nice little wedge shot in here if you can't reach it in 2.
She had a good shot off the tee, and now she has all sorts of options available. Let's see what she does here. And now the second shot here at this par 5.
Sunscreen on it, looks like.
Frank, that ball's sitting up like it's on plush carpeting.
Rich, if you and I had lies like that every time, we'd still be playing this game for a living.
Settles in, looking to knock it in tight.
I'll go the sound.
Bit surprising, misses the green in regulation
Yes,
here
it's
at par
okay.
5.
Yeah, you'd think this is one of the easier holes on the golf course. So now just trying to avoid 6.
You like this one, Frank?
Oh, it's a good one. Safely on.
Just a tap in
Safely
to
on.
finish the hole.
Oh, that bug's in there.
Did the job
Should have
right
went
there.
in the hole.
Ready to go here on the backside. We're at the 10th at the wetlands. We
deer
start with a par 3,
walked through that tree.
246 yards. This is a good-looking shot.
Over there.
Well, too bad, Frank. That one rolled right off the green.
It was just coming out so hot.
Second shot. Good look at the green.
Oh,
Oh, boy, Frank, what happened there?
Just in between, Rich. You know, you don't want to come up short. There's no way, you know, you're going to try and be in that situation, but a little too much club and probably a little too anxious too. Tough position.
still wedges. Go in. Just a top in, Frank.
Call in the medics, Frank. Can't stop the bleeding here.
Just racking the bogeys up.
Second round coverage coming your way tomorrow. For our entire crew, I'm Rich Lerner alongside Frank Nobilo. So long for now. EA Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, proudly presents the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today, it's live second-round coverage of the BioWare Classic. It is just an ideal day for golf. Rich Lerner alongside Frank Nobilo for EA Sports. We're getting set for all the action this afternoon at Wetlands Golf and Country Club in Florida. And this is certainly a challenge, Frank.
It is. We really should rename it Drylands because that's the way you want to play this golf course. If you're not dry, then you are going to be wet. That swampland is just all the way around this golf course. In between it, though, is fairway. So fairway, the goal all day today.
And as always, with the state of Florida, you have to factor in the changing winds. Right out of the center of the bat.
Did you hear that?
Now the second shot to the par 5.
That's an absolute beauty.
I'm like the Happy Gilmore. From golfing
Third
here.
shot, looking for a good one.
Hitting it hard. Oh, that would be awesome.
Early part of this back nine and a good approach shot. Now we'll have this for birdie.
Really? This is that awkward length.
Frank, you know what gets me about this game? Here a person makes a legitimate effort, makes a good stroke, and that ball spins around and is just laughing at the player. And now what's left, you can breathe on that ball. It counts the same as a 300-yard drive. It's not right.
But it's the beauty of the game.
And these announcers
Here we
so
go at
deep.
the par 4 13th, 452 yards. What's the best angle of attack?
The straight line really is the best way here, like a lot of holes on the golf course. But
Good
straight,
thing.
as we know, is not often easy. Fairway does start to widen up the further out there you get it. So for the longer hitters, this hole actually plays relatively easy. For the shorter hitters in that narrow area, that'll leave you a lengthy second shot where you just might have to bisect the two front greenside bunkers. Second shot. Should be safely on deck.
Frank, not just a player, but an artist. Just beautiful work right there.
The only thing I can say, Rich, is that was Seve-esque.
Locked in on the read and the speed.
Very poetic.
That is
Oh,
so painful when you come up that short.
Why is it that putts on line come up short?
Makeable putt right here, currently sitting at 1 under for the round. In for par.
Gotta pick those dandelions.
Moving on to the tricky 14th here at the Wetlands. It's 204 yards, but there is plenty of trouble out there. Midway through this back nine, could use this birdie here at the 14th.
Natural spin.
Might want to check the GPS on a putt this long.
No doubt. I'm sure I'll hit it very short. Oh shit.
Speed wasn't bad on that long putt, but the read wasn't very good.
Must have been downhill or something.
12 feet still to go.
Go Gio. Oh,
Just has the feel today.
I don't know about that.
Final par 5 on the backside here at the Wetlands, 590 yards.
Tom Weiskopf was one of my idols growing up. I loved the way he swung. That swing right there reminds me of my idol.
Looks like Rory McIllroy, Frank, sticking the follow through. Okay, the second shot now at this par 5.
Yeah, my God, I liked it again.
Chance to get it close here. Frank, golf may be the best sport to follow from this standpoint. You can get closer to the great athlete in golf than you can in any other sport. You could stand 5 feet from Tiger Woods at a tee box as he's getting ready to drive. I mean, that's really unusual in sports.
Yeah, it's a different type of spectator sport, especially if you follow your favorite player all the way around the golf course. Because it's not like waiting for your favorite hitter in a baseball game. You know, you've got to wait several innings. You can literally see him hit every single shot, drive through the putt.
Once considered the best player at the college level, our featured golfer makes birdie, sitting comfortably inside the cut line. So that is the end of the second round. I can't wait to get back at it tomorrow, Frank.
We got a great leaderboard right now, Rich. So many players in contention. Golf course, there's enough blend of good and hard holes. Really, it's up for grabs.
EA Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, proudly presents the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today, it's live third-round coverage of the BioWare Classic. Hello again and welcome. Rich Slaughter alongside my colleague Frank Nobilo for EA Sports. Getting set to go at the Wetlands Golf and Country Club. We're located along the St. Johns River in the great state of Florida. So here we go on the back nine at the Wetlands Golf and Country Club. Rich Lerner alongside Frank Nobilo for EA Sports. And Frank, I'm pumped up for this second nine.
Oh, this is a hard hole, Rich, and anything long or left and you're guaranteed to be wet. That's for sure. 3 bunkers short, and the fun zone, that's the green just beyond those.
All right. Oh, went a little bit high. A little bit right. That looks like it worked out. Right beside the hole almost.
Early part of this second nine, a good approach shot. Now, pretty good chance for birdie.
Ooh, chance for birdie.
Oh, a little bit hard. Win!
And just slides by.
Quit laughing.
And only a
you
tap
bum.
in left. Good putt. Just a little tap in here. Just a little bit more than 440 yards.
Perfect.
What a great shot.
Frank, not overly long, but still a pretty good spot and in the fairway.
Yeah, that's in that 280 mark.
In the fairway, it's lying nicely, and 180 yards left. Appears to be what they call a commercial play. Very solid.
So close, hopefully.
No problems there. Really good approach shot. And now, good look at birdie. Really not much to this. The only issue would be a lack of concentration or focus.
Oh,
Hit it.
darn it.
Just a couple of feet. In for par. So on this back nine, we started with a par 3, then a par 4, and now we get to a par 5. The 12th is 576 yards.
Yeah, nice blend of holes there that you've just referenced. 11 bends to the left, consequently 12 will bend in the other direction. Good drive required. From there, just setting up perhaps, 7 iron, 6 iron into a green that's sort of fairly uniform in shape and should present a birdie with a good second shot.
Second shot coming up here at the par 5. Slight waggle, relaxed arms, ready to go.
Slight waggle. Waggle into the hole.
Good chance now for a birdie. That was an outstanding play.
Well, it's almost a guarantee there after that shot.
Look at that.
A few more birdies like that, Rich, you never know, just might sneak placed on the podium.
In the top 10 right now. Now to the par 4 13th. Frank, what are the options here?
Well, another straight one required here, Rich. It's 450. It's not overly long in today's standard, but still, that fairway widens up where the longer hitters will actually hit. And bunkers, once again, short of a green. So as long as you can fly that second shot to at least the front of the green, then they really do not come into play.
Frank, not the longest hitter, but sometimes you win tournaments by putting it in a good spot, and that's where we are right here, 280 yards out.
Yeah, 280 down the middle of the fairway. That'll never get you in trouble.
Seems to like it. Looks like it's headed for the green. That will be a great look at birdie.
Holy cow. It's way over here. Oh, shit. It's hard.
Excellent read for birdie to move to 5 under for the tournament. Final round coverage comes your way tomorrow for our entire crew. I'm Rich Lerner saying thanks for being with us on EA Sports, and so long for now.
Ahead of Tiger. Lots of bugs in this course. Good long.
EA Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, proudly presents the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today, it's live final round coverage of the BioWare Classic. Getting set for all the action on what my idol Vin Scully would have said was a beautiful afternoon here in the Sunshine State. Rich Lerner alongside Frank Nobilo for EA Sports. Getting ready at Wetlands Golf and Country Club. An interesting layout, Frank. The players are ready to go, and what are you thinking about as you get set to tee off?
Well, you're thinking about you're going to play a long golf course, sort of mid-7,000 yard range, but this is a golf course that you actually do get to hit your driver more often than not. So it's a good driving golf course. Green's relatively flat as well, but be careful if you're a little weak of heart. Look left or right, you might see the odd gator or two.
Frank, where's this one headed?
It might just catch the left side of the green. Get on the dance floor, but it's going to be a long way away from the band.
On the green, and the chance for birdie. Now this putt from 23 feet.
Oh, I got one.
Oh, this is a huge putt. It's in.
Final par 5 on the backside here at the
minus
Wetlands.
16.
It's 590 yards.
Which is really a tempting yardage. A good tee shot, perhaps think of reaching the par 5 and 2. But this green well protected by 3 bunkers, 2 on the left side and 1 short right. But hey, fortune favors the brave. At least that's what I was told.
Good contact, good result. She had a good shot off the tee, and now she has all sorts of options available. Let's see what she does here. Now the second shot to the par 5.
That's an absolute beauty.
Third shot, looking for a good one. Great effort right there, and a great chance to knock in that short putt.
I wonder if you can get a hole in one in this
Just needs
game
to
ever.
keep it steady here over the putt.
Oh, crap.
Just misses. Oh, man.
I just pushed it.
Boy, that hurts. Makeable putt right here, currently sitting at 1 under for the round. Did the job right there. Moving to the 16th hole here at the Wetlands, 455-yard par 4, and you can see, Frank, that green is heavily guarded.
And consequently, you're really going to have to judge that second shot. Know your yardage, and also a good strike's required to safely keep the ball on the putting surface.
That one is in the fairway, down there about 290 yards. Frank, about 150 yards to that whole location. Really some strong winds out there today, and we can already see the effects on some of these shots.
Damn, there's a lot of bugs in this golf course.
Fraction off the center and headed to the right. On the green in regulation. And now a putt from 24 feet away.
Yeah, it's not looking good.
You couldn't ask for much more than that, except to make it.
Well, it was 24 feet on a big curve.
That's a solid par putt. Here we go at the 17th. It's a par 3, and it takes one good strike. That's what you like about par 3s of this length, Frank. 238 yards. Can't fake it here.
You certainly can't, and that green just shapes a little bit to the player's right. So the best shot to hit in here would be a little draw. And that is also the avenue provided by those two bunkers. One short left and the other one back right.
Well, tried moving over and didn't help.
30 try up next.
800 miles away, though.
This is a pretty long putt here. You'd be happy to get this to within 2 or 3 feet. You really want to take the stress out of that next putt. Just
that's within.
ideal. Good speed on that putt and just a tap in remaining. Settles in over the putt.
Do that.
What the heck? There's a golf car in the water.
Well, this is it, Frank, the 18th hole, and on paper it looks like you can get this one. You can make a birdie because it's only 377 yards.
You're exactly right, Rich. Just a nice drive. Doesn't even have to be a driver here. It's going to set you up really short iron wedge into this short par 4. And, well, I always like to finish on a birdie. I know you do too, because a little walk to the clubhouse there on the left, maybe a hot dog or a hamburger. Got the measurement out there, Rich. Looks like 290 yards.
These are always
5
tricky.
XP for-
Severe downhill to that green. Just a bit offline here, Frank, but not too
Get in the
bad.
green.
Yeah, I don't know if it's the wind or just the lie there. Should be okay.
Great way to finish off the final approach shot with a birdie opportunity.
As good as any, I guess.
Don't leave it short. Wow.
Wow.
This putt for par.
Well, Rich, when you consider how many people started the week off just sneaking in the top 10 right now, that's something to be proud of.
It was a decent par right there. So that concludes the final round here at this spectacular setting. Frank, final thoughts on the tournament?
Rich, I thought this was really a
Top
fantastic
10.
venue that challenged the players, and we saw some exciting golf out there all across the board.
Getting paid. For the first time in their career. Attack the pin.
It's now changed. 2014, the designers Morris and Weisskopf did a massive renovation.
Well over 100,000 fans every day, better than 500,000 for the week. It's a giant party mixed in with a heck of a tournament. Looks to be a good setup going into the green here at the 10th. See if our featured player can do something right today.
Yeah, when you're swinging well, obviously target
What?
looks as
I did
big as a
top
barn,
eight
but
last
on
time.
days like today, everything looks difficult.
Oh,
This looks like it's heading for the bunker.
Stay away from the
Playing
bunker.
this par 4, still not on the green after that second shot.
But still not done. A good third shot, maybe get away here with par.
And setting up here in the rough. Frank not close, but from that lie, not bad.
Oh, that's excellent. Seriously, given the conditions, Rich. It's no snack, though.
The ball.
Been a little too much of that,
Oh,
Frank. Just
oh.
sort of ho-hum pars.
Yeah, whatever. I'm surprised I managed to get par.
Now to the 11th hole, we pick up with our featured golfer. Nothing noteworthy here in the first round, Frank, but still plenty of golf to be played.
That's right, Rich. A little bit of a dry spell, but really not a lot of damage done.
Pretty good drive here.
Another straight one.
She's ended up on the fairway, and with such a good lie, so many more options available now. Second shot, good look at the green. Moving a little to the right of the flagstick.
Okay, it's done the sand.
Safely aboard. This is a cross-country special.
57 feet. What the heck? It's got a weird curve at the end, too. Oh, crap.
Frank
got
made this
that
hole
one
just a
almost.
little bit harder,
Yeah,
hitting it
duck.
into the rough.
I would say a lot harder.
Just in the first cut of rough, not a bad lie. The only issue is he might get a jumper here.
I mean, you. I get a jumper? There goes my birdie from before.
Getting set now over the putt. So that's a bogey, and now to 1 over par for the tournament. Well, Frank, this is kind of the forgotten par 3 on the back 9 here at TPC Scottsdale. All of that attention on hole number 16. What do you think of the par 3 12?
This is by far tougher, Rich. Downhill tee shot, especially off that back tee. Bunkering down the left, sort of it catches your eye, but it also takes your eye off the water, which is behind and to the right of this green. Got to be careful. This is a real sleeper, this par 3.
Birdie try up next.
80
This
miles
long
away.
putt for birdie could be a tough one here.
Win.
Frank, that's just a really good putt right there.
Yeah, that's why you call lag putting. You get outside a certain
Doesn't look
distance,
like
and
she's
really your
happy with
mind
it.
has to be about two putting and not trying to be a hero.
Just a couple of feet.
All right, no damage done. Stays at 1 over par with that putt. Par 5 13, chance for birdie or maybe even eagle if you're bold and brave enough, but also, Frank, chance for disaster here?
Well, there is. Water very much in play down the right side. There's a bunker down the left too. If you finish up in that, there's no way you're going for this par 5 and 2. Then it becomes a little bit of a zigzag mission. The second shot either has to be hit down the right side, just skirting that bunker in the front, or it has to be all carry.
Frank, it makes the game easy when you play it from the fairway.
Especially when you play it from a lie like that.
And now the second shot here at this par 5.
Oh, I hit the darn tree.
And it looks like it's in the rough there, Frank.
It might not be as bad as
worse.
it looks. Remember, out of the rough. Expect the ball to jump forward a little bit.
Good chance now for a birdie. That was an outstanding play.
Well, it's almost a guarantee there after that shot.
It's a big putt right here for birdie. Back to par for the round. Frank, what a day of golf we saw.
Yeah, the modifications to TPC Scottsdale is it presents better to the eye. It's certainly a better test for the player, and on top of that, it is a good reward when one plays well.
Really enjoyed it. For my partner, Frank Nobilo, and all of us here at EA Sports, I'm Rich Lerner saying so long for now from TPC Scottsdale.
Hey.
Getting set
Rory's
now to
not
start
leading.
one of the most exciting back nines in all of golf on the PGA Tour here at TPC Scottsdale, beginning with the 10th.
If you stand on this green, Rich, and look backwards, you realize how severe this dogleg is. But from the tee side, it's a sharp dogleg to the right. It's actually a layup down the left side, and then a second shot around the 150, 160-yard mark in.
Slight waggle, relaxed arms, ready to go. Frank, even at major championships, a good crowd on a single day might be 25 to 30,000. Consider this for just a moment. At the TPC Scottsdale in 2013, round number 3 on Saturday, almost 180,000 fans jammed into that ballpark.
It's hard to imagine that's twice the gate at a Super Bowl on a golf course. Now, obviously, some of it's hidden because of the size of the acreage, But golf just doesn't get that type of crowds anywhere else in the world. But it works at TPC Scottsdale. They have a crowd that keeps going back. They have the Bird's Nest, for example, that goes there. The parties that ring around there. It's an atmosphere that golf never gets anywhere else. But it really works there. The players feel it too. They breathe it. And this is 1 week of the year, just 1 week, where they do feel like superstars.
It's a mix of soft spikes and stiletto heels. There's nothing quite like the TPC Scottsdale. She had a good shot off the tee, and now she has all sorts of options available. Let's see what she does here. 170, that's the number, and it's the second shot.
Over that. Over.
Early part of this second nine, a good approach shot. Now, pretty good chance for birdie. Just needs to keep it steady here over the putt.
Oh, come on.
Goodness, Frank, that is painful.
Oh, yeah, that's the... You'd rather miss the hole at times, wouldn't you?
So just a formality here. That's a nice confidence builder right there. You make those for par, and you keep things steady. Par 3 12th may not be as famous as the par 3 16th, but Frank, you think this may be a tougher and even better hole?
We see more bogeys and double bogeys here on 12 than 16 will ever see, and courtesy of the water behind and to the right of the screen. If you're going to bail out, find one of those bunkers. A good bunker player obviously can get it up and down, but it's still no snack trying to record your par 3 at 12. Second shot. Not a problem there, Rich.
Shouldn't be a problem here, but not a formality either.
I thought I was going to stop short.
Really solid stroke.
To the par 5 13th here at TPC Scottsdale. Lots of danger left and right of this tight fairway, Frank.
This hole has really changed over the years. There used to be a split fairway. That no longer exists. That bunker you can see down the left side, which you can't carry, really defines the left side of this hole. Water still in play down the right, and big change here is the bunkering along the left front and left side of this green. So you can't just blaze away and comfortably expect to hit 13 and 2 anymore.
Nice position, short grass, second shot. Headed for the bunker?
Darn it.
That one is in the bunker. Digs in. Important to have a strong base on these bunker shots. Frank, that reminds you of maybe what, the greatest bunker player of all time? Well, a fine birdie chance for her right now. Now comfortably inside that cut line, the former national champ makes birdie. Par 4 14th, and Frank, this hole packs a little punch, doesn't it?
Yeah, the addition of just a little bit more yardage, plus the bunker on the left has been pushed out into the fairway, actually makes the whole play a little bit longer than its 490 yards. Second shot is a little bit uphill. No longer is there a bunker on the right side. That side of the green is actually open. but you don't really want to be trying to miss that green on the right. Should you decide to go at the flag, you're going to have to carry that front bunker.
Frank, not overly long, but still a pretty good spot and in the fairway.
Yeah, that's in that 280 mark.
Right in the heart of the fairway, green light special.
I just know what, I'm gonna hit that.
This looks like it's going to find the target.
She is putting the full arsenal of her skill set on display this afternoon. Beautiful shot.
These putts keep the round together.
That might go unnoticed, Rich, but that birdie just sneak inside the top 15.
Frank, that was just a dazzling display of golf today.
It's amazing how a game at times that can be so hard and just absolutely drive you crazy can appear to be so simple. This was just an absolute joy to watch today.
So that'll do it for Frank Nobilo and our entire team. I'm Rich Lerner. Until next time. Today's coverage brought to you by EA Sports and the PGA Tour. Welcome to the Stadium Course, TPC Scottsdale in Arizona. It's a masterful blend of challenge and playability designed by the team of Tom Weisskopf and Jay Morrish. Rich Lerner alongside Frank Nobilo for EA Sports.
The changes, Rich, they made in 2014 have just added a luster to this great venue that hosts the PGA Tour event each and every year. And it's a great test for any level of play.
Really nice mix of holes to start here at TPC Scottsdale. The 2 4s and then the par 5. Now our first par 3. Just a little over 180 yards, Frank.
Plays a little downhill, longer than what it once was. The green is radically different. Used to be deep, now it's wide. And the bunkering, of course, is visually totally different from what it used to be. This is not heading in the right direction.
It looks like it's going to be in the rough. Into the thick stuff. That's a difficult lie. This requires a lot of speed through the ball. Didn't hit it in there close, but you see the odd make from this distance.
Yeah, my tape measure gives us 26 feet.
Standing over this putt, concentrating on the read.
Well, the fourth hole looks like it's going to claim another victim.
Nudge this one home, finish it up. Frank, it has been that kind of a tournament. Another bogey. Now to the 5th hole and a challenging par 4.
Slightly longer this year, played off a new tee at the back, and there used to be 2 bunkers down the right side. They've now been put together to form one and in the perfect position that really make you think about your tee shot. It takes a very big drive to try and carry that bunker on the right. It's going to be at least 315 plus yards to get past that. Green itself still tilts a little left to right and back towards the player.
Second shot, good look at the green.
That will be a great look at birdie. Shouldn't be a problem here.
Yeah, I don't know about that. 10 feet.
So close, just a tap in from there.
Darn it.
She needs this for her par. Well, not in contention, but in for par. Par 4 sixth, and Frank, a couple of options here.
Yeah, a hole that bends to the left. A draw is the preferred shot off the tee. The longer hitters will have a big advantage. They'll be able to get it down there and just have a pitch or a short wedge into this. If you're not, well, that long, then you're going to have to lay it back short of those bunkers. That's going to leave a lengthy second shot.
Officials are calling that one around 310 yards.
Now the second shot from 130 yards. Good-looking shot right here. That one inside of 10 feet, really dialed in. Frank, that is nothing more than a punch to the gut.
Oh, it's cruel, Rich. Good putt and deserves so much more. Another shot added, though.
I mean, takes the wind right out of your sails. Three on the front nine. This is the 7th hole.
Yeah, quite a stiff par 3 because of the narrowness in the front. Really favouring a higher shot that's going to land softly, and therefore you can open up that green, because the further back you go, the wider it gets.
And it generates some momentum here at the 7th hole. This for birdie. Might want to check the GPS on a putt this long.
GPS. 40 feet. Crap. Still going. 100 miles. He's not too happy about that. Oh, there I'm blowing the hole. Any progress it made now?
Been pretty good all day from this distance, just trying to take care of business. Just misses.
Oh, come on.
You want to know the difference between good scores and average scores? That.
Right there. This from 7 feet. Well, double par here. Time to pick up and move on.
There we go. That sucked.
Day 3, and what a tournament this is shaping up to be, Frank.
Quite simply, great weather, great golf, great fans, which is the perfect mix for a golfer trying to win a tournament. The final round, if this is anything to go by, has to just be sensational. With nearly 500,000 people that visit this during the tournament week.
Par 5 13th, chance for birdie or maybe even eagle if you're bold and brave enough, but also, Frank, chance for disaster here?
Well, there is. Water very much in play down the right side. There's a bunker down the left too. If you finish up in that, there's no way you're going for this par 5 and 2. Then it becomes a little bit of a zigzag mission. The second shot either has to be hit down the right side, just skirting that bunker in the front, or it has to be all carry.
Into the tall cabbage. That ball is swallowed up. Just trying to make clean contact from the rough. This is a pretty long putt here. You'd be happy to get this to within 2 or 3 feet. You really want to take the stress out of that next putt. Always two components to the long lag putt, the speed, number one, and then the read. And missed out on that second part. You don't want to let this one get away. This is about concentration and focus at this point.
In for par.
Par 4 14th, Frank, it seems as though you'd be pretty happy with a par here.
You would, even though the putting surfaces here at TPC Scottsdale are excellent. It's going to take 2 good shots to reach this 14th hole. You can get in a little bit of trouble off the tee. That bunker on the left very much in play. The rough on the right side is no snack either, because the ball, more often than not, will finish well above the player's feet. And of course that green is very, very narrow, well protected by bunkers on the left.
This is the second shot at the par 4.
Whoop, this is taken off on a weird line.
And it's going to be in the rough, it looks like. Getting set for this next shot from the rough, what does the player need to be careful of here, Frank?
Well, this is where we're going to see exactly how good they are, because, you know, that's not exactly the best lie, but it's sort of doable if you know what you're doing. Well, that's a little absurd, that, Rich. That shot wasn't that hard, but it's come up well short.
Didn't appear committed through impact. All right, now another shot from the rough.
Yeah, this time better be better than the one we just saw.
Coming out of the rough and right up next to the hole. Shouldn't be a problem here, but not a formality either. Well, that's a bit disappointing.
I guarantee you, though, she thought she had that one.
How about that?
Even par, currently.
Frank, how do you explain what we saw here?
It's a mess. It's probably the easiest way to put it. This is a case of anything that could go wrong. Not just probably, it did.
Like the looks of this one.
Oh, yeah.
Nice position, short grass, second shot.
Uh-oh.
So she's rolled into that first cut. It's not a perfect lie, but not bad either. Well, certainly playable from here. Ball is in the first cut. Not too bad. Just a bit offline and into the bunker.
Just too much juicy grass between the ball and the club face. It's always going to come up short out of that sort of light.
Frank, there's nothing like catching a bunker shot just perfectly. Splashes out, lands softly, and just runs up to that hole.
Yeah, it's like 3D. There's the component in the strike where it's going to land, and then the third part of it is how much will it roll.
Locked in on the read and the speed. That's a nice confidence builder right there. You make those for par, and you keep things steady. Frank, the one moment that sort of made the 16th hole what it is today would have to be Tiger's ace in 1997 here at the TPC Scottsdale when it was raining plastic cups.
It was also his reaction, too, and that ushered in the Tiger Woods era that we became associated with, which is the fist pumping, the rowdy spectators. I mean, he was one of the few players that bridged the gap between spectator and golf course. And it still goes on till today. And I think Rory McIllroy probably is the only other player that starts to broach that type of inside and outside atmosphere with golf.
Still to this day, it's the loudest single moment that I can ever remember hearing on a golf course. How good was that, Frank, from the rough?
Oh, that's amazing. That's a master class in short game.
These putts keep the round together.
Do that.
Now to the 17th, and Frank, fair to say this is one of the best short par fours in all of golf?
It is. The drivable par four that's designed the way it's meant to be played is a winner. The ones that are just shortened to be made drivable, they don't work. This was designed to be a 17th hole, and it was designed to be drivable. You couldn't get a better place, and you couldn't get a better par four.
I'm thinking about 90 yards from here. Oh, get down. Look out.
It's over. The green.
Playing this par four, still not on the green after that second shot.
But still not done. A good third shot. Maybe get away here with par.
Well, that one didn't work out. It didn't look bad in the air. It hit the green, but didn't sit.
Yeah, it was never going to stop.
Frank, this is where the mental game really comes into play. You've hit a second consecutive shot into the rough.
This could compound very, very quickly. So now's a chance to just take a little breath, take a breather, and try to make sure this shot certainly gets out.
11 feet away.
It's amazing. Doesn't matter how close it goes. It's an extra shot. That one will definitely hurt.
This would be a double bogey for her. Good putt.
Well, again, the fairways are lined with those huge galleries coming off 16 and 17. Now the finishing hole here at TPC Scottsdale. And Frank, what can we expect?
Well, this is a goodie. It'll play slightly as a dogleg left. Now, many a year, a player would try and carry the ball all the way over that water down the left side, but those new bunkers down there, it stopped the J.B. Holmes attack on this par 4. You're really going to have to play a little right of those now, and there's a couple of bunkers up on the hill to stop you doing that. So this is really a much tougher tee shot. 40 yards of par 4 just got a little bit more difficult.
Seems to like it.
I like that one.
Headed for the fat part of the green. Well, as an old baseball announcer once said, going,
Gone.
goodbye. Third shot, looking for a good one.
Come on.
Either misjudged the
Sand,
win or
too.
simply just pulled the wrong club, Frank.
Going to take some skill now.
In the greenside bunker here, Frank. Nice to go to the beach, but not too often, we hope.
Oh, it hit the hole.
Pretty good shot right there. Getting set now over the putt. So another bogey on the scorecard. And Frank, what happened this week?
I think it's a week to forget, Rich.
So another tournament in the books, Frank, and what'd you make of this one?
Quality venue once again, Rich. The standard of courses we're seeing is excellent, and consequently, it's enabling the players to really play some great golf. So, I think golf's the winner today.
Dress and stuff.
NBC Golf Channel on EA Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, proudly presents the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today, it's live opening round coverage of the Arnold Palmer Invitational. Action flying all over the place. Let's get down now to the 13th. As we check in on this early round action, we join our featured golfer, already playing well to this point. Couple of low numbers on the scorecard.
Yeah, so it looks very good. Good swings out there and some good putting as well. Oh, a nice little bounce forward. Should be close to 300, 290.
Must be the new shirt.
Par 4 13th, Frank, how do you hit this approach shot?
Rich, it's the first par 4 at Bay Hill where the water is actually on the right of the green, and that has to be taken into consideration. Just a little errant shot, and then you're going to be wedged. So a little left of the flag, that's where you want to be.
Terrific golf shot. And now that for an easy birdie. So with that birdie, moves to 1 under for the tournament. Frank, I like a good par 3 over 200 yards, requiring that one good clean strike. And here's a good case in point, 216 yards, all you want.
Yeah, bunker at the back, bunker to the left side, a little collection area to the right. So really, in the end, you've got one choice. That's at your best.
That is a beauty, a real beauty. And getting ready for the putt. Has it now sitting at 2 under par for the tournament.
Great from the putt.
Now at the 15th, big dog leg right here. What's the best way to go, Frank?
Really down the left side. It's very tempting to try and hit it across that bunker, but not only do you have to carry the bunker, you've also got to carry those little shrubs down the right side.
Good contact, good result. Great strike and a great result. Sitting up, good chance to attack the flag. Now the approach shot, par 4, 15th hole. Frank, break it down.
Green narrows up the further back you go, so the most generous place to land the ball is in the front half of this green. It's also the flattest section of the green.
On the green, and a chance for birdie. Shouldn't be a problem here. Now comfortably inside that cut line, the former national champ makes birdie. Back on the tee here at the 16th. It's a par 5, bunkers, water all along this hole. Doesn't look to be a gimme par 5.
Now, you've got to have your wits about you. If you just look at the yardage, you think it's the easiest par 5 on the golf course. And then, before you know it, it's got you.
They'll be pretty happy with that 290-yard poke off the tee. Second shot coming up here at the par 5. Well, look out. This could be wet, Frank.
It's heading towards the hazard.
Stop, stop, stop. Lame.
Well, you don't want to compound the error. Out of bounds, and now back on the tee with a provisional. This one has to be in play. Now playing 4 after going OB on that previous shot. Set to go. Not an easy shot by any means. Wow, what a shot.
What are the chances of making it from there?
Holy crap. The birdie.
Frank, par 3 17th here at Bay Hill. How difficult is this hole?
This one takes your best tee shot, Rich. Otherwise, you're just looking at 4 or 5. Should be safely on deck.
Well, too bad, Frank. That one rolled right off the green.
It was just coming out so hot.
Solid play, hard of the
Right
green.
beside it.
Doesn't want to let this one get away. She needs this for par. Knocked that down for par. Remains at 4 under. Frank, how'd you like to be a rookie? You're going up against, at the time, the greatest player in the game, the great white shark, Greg Norman, and you hole a 7-iron to win a tournament?
Well, all you had to do was look at the expression on Norman's face as that ball landed and went in.
What did he hit there?
7-iron. Oh, that was sweet. Straight down the middle.
This requires a good swing, 200 yards to the hole location. It is the house that Arnold built, the Bay Hill Club and Lodge. Arnold's summer home is actually in western Pennsylvania, Latrobe Country Club. That's where he grew up. He came to Central Florida, extra stroke at it after going into the water. This now the 4th shot after the last one was in the water.
Yeah, just somehow just get it on the green. This has to go on, has it?
He needs to get it. Frank, I hate to go negative, but let's clear a few things up. The penalties when you hit it in the water versus hitting it out of bounds.
Yeah, some people, that's a good question, Rich, because some people think they're almost the same, but when you hit it out of bounds, you're actually losing a stroke and a distance. For example, if I'm teeing off on a par 4 and I hit it out of bounds, I'm penalized a stroke for hitting it out of bounds, and I'm hitting my 3rd shot off the tee. When I hit it into a water hazard, I don't have to lose all of that distance. I can drop the ball up just short of the water.
Never a pleasant moment, the drop after you've gone into the water, but here we are.
I don't blue at all on this one hole.
Frank, that wraps up another great day of golf here at the Bay Hill Club and Lodge. Always enjoy it.
Yeah, it's always a great test. Win, lose, or draw, you played the King's Golf Course.
Couldn't have said it better myself. From all of us here at EA Sports, I'm Rich Lerner. For Frank Nobilo, until next time.
NBC Golf Channel on EA Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, proudly presents the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. It's second-round coverage of the Arnold Palmer Invitational. We're at the Bay Hill Club and Lodge in Orlando, Florida, site of one of the PGA Tour's premier stops, the Arnold Palmer Invitational. Always attracting a great field, and through the years, it has been the scene of just some championship play from one guy in particular.
Tiger Woods has won there an incredible 8 times.
Frank, the par 5-6, this is the signature hole here at Bay Hill.
You've got to really pick a line here, Rich. There's a big pine tree down there. On that line, 260 yards gets it to the fairway.
How important, Frank, is the line off of this tee? Because if you hit it well, but you hit it a little too far left, you're probably going to be wet.
You've got to know exactly how far you carry that driver. Otherwise, you've got no idea which line to take.
See if our featured golfer can get a little something positive going here, Frank. It has been a miserable day.
Yeah, things have just appeared too tough. So really just somehow just eradicate everything you've been thinking right now. Realize this green's big enough. Just get something on the green. Opportunity maybe for a birdie.
Not looking good, Frank.
I think it's wet.
Thank goodness, Frank, back on dry land here.
As long as this one avoids it.
After hitting it in the drink, this is the fourth shot.
Yeah, it's hard to imagine. The scorecard is quickly adding up.
And setting up here in the rough. Get down. Look out.
It's over. The green.
That was like Usain Bolt, Frank, right through the tape.
Yeah, that first step, that was never going to stop.
So, Frank, on this approach shot, really all you can do is try to salvage a bogey.
Yeah, just too many mistakes in the compiling. So if you can get out here with a bogey, in some respects, that's a result. Oh, that was solid, Rich. This one's safely on.
Really not much to this. The only issue would be a lack of concentration or focus.
I don't think I'm gonna get this one, but we'll see. Oops.
You couldn't ask for much more than that, except to make it. Just a couple of feet. Ouch, that hurts. Double bogey. Well, after that beast of a par 5 with all the water, take a sigh of relief and you come to the par 3 7th.
It still takes a good tee shot here, though, Rich. Narrow entry, green's 30 yards deep. You still really got to focus on hitting a good shot here.
Birdie try up next. Toward her birdie. So close. That may have been a bit too much to ask for there, that distance putt, Frank.
Yeah, it's fine to be greedy before you hit the putt, but after you've hit it, 2 from that distance is fine.
Sitting right now at 2 over par for the round. Frank, that's a par, and onward we go.
At least I got par.
Getting ready to tee
Greg
off now at
is
the 8th.
following.
And Frank, this
Thank
hole
you
has
for
a little
following.
bit of everything.
Yeah, even though it's a pretty hole, Rich, it's a fairway you must hit because that second shot here is one of the toughest on the golf course.
Uh-oh, that's not looking good.
No fairway here. This one in that rough. Frank, just into that first cut.
Yeah, it's sitting up. Really, this isn't too bad a situation.
Oh, crap.
Well, this
right
is
in
heading in the
leg.
wrong direction.
Uh-oh. Frank, not easy to keep your eye on the target when you've just splashed down.
Yeah, but on the flip side, too, one bad shot doesn't have to lead to 2.
So the previous shot into the drink, this now the 4th shot. All right, now another shot from the rough.
Yeah, this time better be better than the one we just saw.
Don't roll back in. stay there.
That ball is lost in the water.
Darn it.
So it's been a tough hole. Previous shot went into the water, took the drop. This now, the 6th shot. Just trying to make clean contact from the rough. Okay, good shot on the dance floor.
She should be happier with that. about it.
Standing over this putt, concentrating on the read. Seems to really have the touch today.
I don't know about that.
Frank, as you step to the tee here at the 8th, what are you seeing?
Another hole that suits the long hitter, Rich. That bunker just over 300 yards. The further you get down there, the shorter club you have in over the water.
Like the looks of this one.
Oh, yeah.
They'll be pretty happy with that 290-yard poke off the tee.
It's like, can't believe we got like
Now playing the
5
second,
birdies
here's
in a
par
row
4.
and then this.
Seems to like it.
Sand trap.
Looks like it's headed for the green. Chance to close out the front side here with a birdie. And it's a long way to the hole from here. Never easy. Very well done. Almost made it.
Darn it.
Yeah, there'll be no stress for the next one.
Doesn't want to let this one get away. She needs this for par. Good putt. Played very poorly on the front, but still a chance to get it back here on the back 9.
Yeah, this is where you just simply have to eradicate what's been. You know, golf is that game of keep doing what's in front of you. Keep moving, one step at a time.
That's a good start to the hole, right down the middle.
Very pleased with that.
Frank, on an uphill shot like this one, did you do anything differently in terms of your setup over the ball?
Yeah, I made sure the ball wasn't too far forward because on an uphill shot, there's always a struggle to get all your weight going forward.
Frank, I think that's going in the bunker.
Looks like it. Lucky
Nope,
devil,
it isn't.
that was going in the bunker all the way.
Must be your new outfit.
Frank, well
Yeah,
off
birdie
pace,
finally
but
again.
the true professionals, they keep digging, trying to get better. Frank, 440-yard par 4 11th. You see that number on the card, you think driver. Maybe not. Why?
Yeah, it's imperative you hit the fairway here, Rich. Water obviously in play left, 2 bunkers on the right. This is a second shot hole.
Pretty good drive here.
Another straight one.
Wind's still a challenge out there, and they've thrown him off all day long. Let's see if he can find some comfort level here before the end of the round. Frank, the second shot here at number 11, another good-looking shot, not unlike the 3rd hole with water along the left. What's the right way to play this?
Obviously, you'd like to walk off 11 with 3, but 4 here never really hurts the scorecard. This is one hole you sort of play with an orange light feeling. A little right of the flag. That's absolutely fine.
Shouldn't be a problem here. Frank, I thought that was
Oh, crap.
it. Oh, man.
I just pushed it.
Boy, that hurts.
Somebody says shouldn't be a problem. I have a problem.
And getting ready for the putt. Nothing wrong with that par putt. Frank, disappointing couple of rounds there.
And consequently a miscut. No chance of playing in the weekend, but there's more than one tournament ahead.
Hey, Jinx. Alberta Classic. That is. Oops. That wrong button. I think I didn't hit X by accident.
EA Sports is
Okay, this is one in
out of
Canada.
the
I
10th
gotta
hole.
represent here.
Frank, nothing spectacular to this point in the first round. What does the player need to do just to kind of generate some momentum.
I actually think they're playing it right, Rich. It's just, you compared to the top of the leaderboard, you start to think, well, maybe they're struggling. But there's ebbs and flows in this game. At the moment, it's just sort of almost like a holding pattern. But it's time to change that.
That's a bit offline in the rough. And setting up here in the rough. Miss hit, wrong club. What happened there, Frank?
All of the above, maybe. It's a little bit of a head scratcher. It wasn't that hard a shot.
Oh, come on. I should have hit the post at least.
Pretty good shot right there. Really not much to this. The only issue would be a lack of concentration or focus.
No, I missed.
Well, you couldn't ask for much more than that, except to make it.
Even par, currently.
So, 2 over par
Well,
for the
not
round.
representing very well.
On the tee here at the 11th hole, 417-yard par 4. Is this a drive you like to hit, Frank?
It certainly is, Rich, but it's a little narrower than what your eye first sees. And the reason why, there's a tree sort of another 40, 50 yards down the right side past that bunker. So if you hog that right side, that tree can become a little bit of a problem for the second shot.
Frank, right where you want to be.
Wouldn't be better if it was on a tee.
See if our featured player can do something right today.
Yeah, when you swing in well, obviously target looks as big as a barn.
Thanks
But
a lot,
on days
buddy.
like today, everything looks difficult.
Tug that one a little bit offline to the left. And he'll pay a bit of a price because that rough is fairly thick. And her golf ball lands in that first cut. Still can get a club on it, and let's see what she does from there.
Stop!
I mean, this skill and that was sublime.
Just good hands, coming out of the rough, able to manage the distance, and now in great position. Shouldn't be a problem here, but not a formality either.
Don't worry, I'll miss. Oops, I overhit it.
Well, that's a bit disappointing.
I guarantee you, though, she thought she had that one.
Hoping to drop only
Third
one
one,
shot,
Dusty,
this
right
for
up.
bogey. In for bogey.
I'll pick her up.
Frank, what are we looking at here at the par 412, 442 yards?
Players are really focused on that bunker down the left side. That's the one that has to be either laid up, which would be 286 yards off the tee, or sort of worked off. This could very well be a 3-wood off the tee. Just hit it straight at that left bunker.
All right, Frank, another chance to make something happen here at the 12th.
You could come in here a little low, try and skip it back towards the flag as it starts to narrow up to the back of the green. But you know, anything a little underneath the flag, maybe slightly to the right of it, is going to be a better place to putt from. Well, it's a little absurd, that, Rich. The shot wasn't that hard, but it's come up well short.
Didn't appear committed through impact.
Oh, come on.
Solid play, heart of the green.
That's a super long putt, dude.
Missed on that one, Frank.
Yeah, not a problem.
You don't want to let this one get away. This is about concentration and focus at this point. Rough day so far. 4 over par on the round. Par 3 13th. It's 225 yards. Frank, you happy walking out of here with a 3?
Lee.
Yeah, take a 3, go to the next hole, unless it's match play.
That should be pretty good right there. On the safe side. Well, that is an exceptional shot on the green and in position for a birdie.
Yeah, it's a formality now.
Yeah, you say that now. Wait.
Frank, this game will drive you crazy.
Yeah,
Crap.
you can do so many things right, and then just something so simple, completely wrong.
Could use this. A putt for par. All right, hanging in. That's a par and 4 over.
Now it's improving at least. Lay down.
Well, here we are at the 14th hole. It's a par 4, 442 yards. You like this hole, Frank?
I do, but if you were spraying it off the tee here, then there's all sorts of problems. Bunkers left, trees right. This is a fairway you must hit.
It's like a castle or something like that.
Frank, what are we looking at on this approach shot here at the 14th?
This 14th green just built up a little bit. Got to be careful you don't miss this green on the left side. It'll just kick all the way down. And it'll be a difficult little chip up the hill. But once again, second shot's not too long. Whoop, this is taken off on a weird line.
And
gonna
it's
hit
going
the
to be in
guy
the
in
rough,
green.
it looks like. Playing this par 4, still not on the
they
green
moved.
after that second shot.
But still not done. A good third shot, maybe get away here with par.
Frank, in golf, as we know, there's short grass and there's long grass. We all want to be in that short grass, but it doesn't always work out that way. So what's the most important element from the shot, from the rough?
You have to be a little bit more conservative first and foremost, because you can't guarantee a perfect strike out of the long grass. So therefore you have to look around the greens, maybe short, to the right, to the left, and realize what's involved. And also just give yourself a slightly bigger target.
Oh, man.
Nothing wrong with that par putt. Well, not an especially good start to the tournament, Frank, through one round. They might be in jeopardy of missing the cut.
And they have to remember right now it's just one round, and they are, as you were saying, in the outside looking right in at the moment. But you never know. I've seen golf tournaments won from further back than this.
EA Sports is proud to present today's PGA Tour coverage. Today, it's live second round coverage of the Alberta Classic.
Lay down. Lay.
Rich Lerner alongside Frank Nobilo for EA Sports. And we are back on this beautiful day here at Banff Springs in the Canadian Rockies, set to kick off all the action on the back nine. The 10th begin with a par 3, Frank, 218 yards.
And I have no idea why this is called Little Bow, because over 200 yards, you really have to bow up with this tee shot here. That's for sure. Bending there, you need something that comes out of the gate very, very straight and with a decent height on it as well. If you want to land on that left side of the green and make it stop.
Second shot coming out of the rough here. Frank, not close, but from that lie, not bad.
No, that's excellent. Seriously, given the conditions, Rich.
This one just requires a little bit of focus. No, that's not the way you want to start the back nine. Missed putt, bogey, and a drop shot. So another bogey on the scorecard. And Frank, what happened this week?
I think it's a week to forget, Rich.
Now to the 11th hole. It's a par 4, 417 yards. Frank, what's the key here?
A nice little draw down that left side would be the ideal tee shot. The carry on the two little bunkers down the left side really isn't overly long, but that's the desired entry into this green.
Frank's second shot here at 11 is pretty short, but it can be tricky.
It can. The various different levels. The highest point on the green is that back left. It does roll down to that right side, and then, of course, there's the front portion in the middle. So you've got to be just cognizant of trying to fly the ball the right distance. But when that flag is in the back left, to err a little on the left side, not such a bad thing.
She continues to play well. This is for her birdie.
They're going for a change.
Frank, we haven't seen a whole lot of that, but no doubt it feels good. Here at the 12th, par 4, 442 yards. Frank, what's ahead?
This one's called Big Bow. Hole's certainly a lot longer than the 10th hole, which is Little Bow. Dog legs to the player's right. A couple of bunkers down the left side. That first bunker on the left shouldn't be too much of a problem to carry. But once again, even though the hole bends to the right, you'd like to be down the opposite side of the fairway, which is the left.
Frank, not the longest hitter, but sometimes you win tournaments by putting it in a good spot, and that's where we are right here, 280 yards out.
Yeah, 280 down the middle of the fairway. That'll never get you in trouble.
That would be a great look at birdie.
Chance for back-to-back. How did that not go in?
Good try, just didn't quite read the break, Frank.
It shouldn't be a problem, you'd think, cleaning up here for par.
Just a little tap in here. Frank, that's a par, and onward we go. Well, this is a good hole right here. Par 3, 225 yards, 13. Frank, what do you think?
Well, it's called sulfur. I can't remember what element that is on a periodic table, but hardest thing here is not to figure that out, but figure out what club you're going to use. Just a fraction downhill, just over 200 yards. It does narrow up when they start to tick the flag in the back, but there's a nice fat target there, sort of those first two-thirds of the green.
And And Frank, that steady play
Oh,
continues.
it should roll in.
Rock solid. Excellent approach shot.
Nothing wrong with that par putt. Back here at the par 4 14th, and we are ready to tee off. 442-yard hole, Frank.
It's called wampum. My Canadian's not that good, so I don't know what that means, but the way I decipher it, another little dog leg to the right with bunkers all over the place. It's sort of in the place where you'd like to hit the tee shot is exactly where that crop of, what is that, 5 bunkers down the left side. So you're going to have to somehow squeeze it just right of that. Very awkward tee shot.
Now zeroing in on this second shot here at the par 4 14th.
You can keep the second shot a little right of the flag here. The general contours kick a little left here away from the bunkers on the right. That would be the ideal shot in here.
That's well played. Now a good look at birdie.
It's no snack though.
Wrong time to be leaking oil here at the 14th hole, Frank.
Well, to state the obvious too, that was very makeable. That's the one you'd expect to make more often than not. That's going to hurt. Miscut, not the only one there, but surprising.
The weekend now to regroup. Just didn't hit many good shots.